Hello, it's November 11th, 2022, Remembrance Day. Here this afternoon, we're out, I got to start this here, I call it the Trail Cat. Got it from Trail BC. And it does have a problem. It's got low oil pressure. So I'm going to hopefully get it started up. And if I can't run it with the diesel, I'm going to run it with just a pony motor to pick the blade up, unhook the blade and everything, and just get it ready. I'll tow it up to the yard with the other, one of the other cats, and then we'll go from there. Because I don't want to run the diesel if it's got real low, like it's almost zero when it's hot. Like it's not very good. We're going to go ahead and turn the gas on the pony motor. I already checked the oil, greased up that fan hub. There's only grease there that needs to be done here right now because I'm going to tear the half end apart. I've got to do the steering clutch as well. So this canopy and fuel seat, that's going to, like the tank seat's going to come off. The lid of the tranny is going to come off. I've got to pull the steering clutches. So we'll service all that end up when we get into it. Plus it has a little bit of a water leak. I had to put in another half a gallon of coolant here just now. So I've got to lift the pony motor up again and redo this gasket underneath the base of it. So anyway, let's see if we can get things going. Okay, so what I did was I got the tappet cover off here, and while it was turning over with the decompression on, there's a little bit of oil coming over the rockers and down the push rods, but the gauge never did get any pressure on, and it's cold, so it should have got some pressure on. And so I did start it, but again, they never got any pressure at all, so I just shut it back off. But I did, while we were turning it over with the pony, I just exercised the hydraulics a little bit, picked the blade up off the ground and let it go down, just nest itself on the ground, so I can get these here pins out. And I'm going to get those big bolts down there on the bosses, trunnions, get them off. I'll get one of the other cats started up. I'll probably get that D6 going, and from there I'll just tie onto the blade, pull it ahead, and then tie underneath the machine, and I'll pull it up with the other cat. Okay, we'll get back to when we get maybe that stuff all hooked up, ready to go. In all my excitement of moving this around, I did get the blade off and pulled it ahead with the other little D4, winched it ahead, sits there, and then from that spot there I did winch it out of that position. I tied back the steering clutches and we pulled it on down there, and I'll catch up to the cat here now and try to film the rest of it going up into the house. Here we're catching up to our two cats, but anyway, we'll try to get some footage here of it going up the hill, come back, walk back down, get the truck later. The polecat sounds like an old John Deere, but it's got a miss in it. I think it's basically because he's got an airlock. It seems to really even right out when it's really under heavy load, like lugging right down. He hits on all fours, but when it's not really working hard, it sounds like crap. As I was pulling it up that grade up into the yard there, that was lugging down pretty good, so it evened right out and it sounded pretty good. But then it got back into the level part of the yard and it wasn't really working so hard, so it started having that miss again. So that's just something we're going to have to check into on that old polecat there. That's my, I call it the Armstrong cat. I got it from Armstrong, BC. But it's been working pretty good on the odd jobs here and there. I did a little pushing with it, so it seems to be all right. I had to replace all the steering clutches last year and a little bit of other work there to it, but it does all right. Anyway, we're pulling her up into the yard, and we'll put this old polecat back down below, park her, ready for pushing snow. Alright, well, we got that old girl up here. Took a little bit more doing than anticipated. Got her sitting up in the same spot as it was last winter, except it's just in the opposite direction. No blade on it now, so the next thing is I'm going to take these inspection covers off of the side of the block here. Just below the injector pump. Yeah, those right there. There's two side panels. I gotta check it out if there's a rod bearing going or whatever, and then the next step is to take the hard nose off and take that belly pan off, and then well, we're gonna have to strip her down. I gotta fix it. I'm gonna have to drain the antifreeze, drain the oil, pull the pony motor off, pull the canopy off, pull the top off for the transmission, and probably open up that diesel. Worst case scenario, there's bad rod. That means there's going to be some crank damage or something or other. I don't know, but no use imagining things. We'll just wait till we get to it and handle it as it comes. So anyway, that's all we're going to do today. Just getting it up here was enough workout. Catch up to you later.